What's up, my Melon Nation? Welcome back to another video. This one's gonna be a little different. Well, I probably shouldn't say that. None of my videos really have a criteria of any sort. I kind of just hang out, talk to a camera. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But, yeah. So, today, I got something special. I was playing Ocarina of Time, and I realized there's a lot of weird dudes. This video is also inspired by a lot of other YouTubers that I watch that do The Legend of Zelda. But, nevertheless, I have my own take on this, and I'm counting down for you guys. So here it is. Top 10 weirdest characters in The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Let's get into it. Number 10, not number 1. It's a little too early. Now, as you can see, looking for our number 1, we are in the graveyard. But we are not headed for the Gravekeeper. Instead, we are walking over to Kakariko Village to meet somebody that moved in after Ganon's takeover. He is the man in the blue robe, whatever his name is. Alright, so this guy seems to know a lot about Impa and Bongo Bongo, which almost no one else does. Maybe they were like friends or enemies. He also seems to know a lot about the Lens of Truth. So maybe he knows what made Bongo Bongo evil or whatever. Bunch of things we might not know about this guy. One thing is for sure, and he is weird. He just kind of walks up and down. I mean, look at this guy. He's special. On to the next one. He is slow, man. Coming in at number 9, we have a resident of Lake Hylia. He is the lakeside scientist. Apparently, not only does he have a lab full of these weird specimens and experiments and stuff, but he's been making potions. I don't know how he's been doing that. I mean, he stands in the same place for like 7 years. But apparently he has an apprentice in Castletown, so, you know, he's a cool guy. Another thing that he can do is he can watch you while you dive without turning around. The man I'm talking about, as I've already mentioned, is this guy. He's ugly, man. He just looks like a decomposing goat. But yeah, look at this, alright? So if I dive just a little bit, like an inch, okay? I come back up, and he did not turn around, but he says this. You may have not noticed, but I've been watching you. Yeah, I didn't notice, because you weren't watching me, you psychopath. He's also immune to my sword. While I make my way down to our number 8 spot, well, technically our number 7 spot. Number 8 is what I know that we are on, but I sadly do not have any real footage for. Nor can I find, because I already did everything that he appears in. But, okay, you know what, actually, that's kind of a lie, I'm just lazy. But that is, the Running Man. He is more famous as, the Postman in Ocarina of Time. I mean, Postman Majora's Mask, jeez, my notes are just very detailed. This guy knows the Running Man has some issues. I mean, dude, like, it's okay to have a hobby, but, I mean, spending just your entire life, like, 7 years... just running the exact same route, only taking minutes of breaks in between. That's messed up. Plus, he somehow got over the Gerudo Bridge and was not kicked out when they destroyed it. But, I have no clue. And then, he has this weird gambling thing where, like, you gotta beat his race time. But if you teleport out, like, say you teleport to the other side of the world, he somehow knows what you did and comments on the situation by saying, "Ha ha, I guess you give up." How can he communicate with us like that? I don't know, I guess some things are just not meant to be known. On to number 7. We are now back at the graveyard, paying a little visit. This time, we actually are heading to see Dampé the Gravedigger. You know, he's special. Let's go say hi. I think I'm in the wrong grave. There probably shouldn't be redeads here. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go fix my mistake. Dampé the Gravedigger is one of the few characters that actually ages. Yeah, see, look at him. Are you fast on your feet? See, he wants you to race him. I'm not... Dude, Dompe, get over here. He's one of the few people that actually ages, and by that, I mean that he literally dies. Which is kind of depressing. He's also going to give you the hook shot if you beat his racing time, which he found while grave digging. He was also able to write about it in his diary from beyond the grave, which I find pretty odd, actually. This guy probably has a lot more secrets, so I cannot do this race, which will be unknown. Plus, you know, he's just kind of ugly. He also has a grave digging mini game. I don't know. I don't think that digging up graves counts as a game. I don't think that's in his job requirements either. I think it's just illegal. Number six is someone who, in my mind, horses can't go through walls. Okay, let's try that one. Number 6 is someone who, in my mind, gets overlooked when discussing weird characters. They now reside in Gerudo Valley after building the shooting gallery in Kakariko Village. One is the boss, the other 4 like to skip around and attempt to become female pirates. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about none other than the Carpenters. So, as I mentioned about the... Oh, Epona is stuck. Okay, so as I mentioned about the whole, you know, skipping around, wanting to be female pirates with ugly haircuts. They got captured, you had to save them, so they could build this bridge. I don't know how they built this bridge, they don't have any wood. So yeah, here they are, the Carpenters. The first thing I'd like to point out is that this guy just stands around doing this. And that is just scary. I don't know how they even stayed on this side of the bridge. Yeah, see, look. Same with his friends. They just do the exact same thing over and over. Oh, hey, look, it's the Running Man. Number 7 on my list definitely never gets overlooked, but I feel like it is referred to as weird for the wrong reason. I am talking about the man that refers to himself in the third person as the hard-working Ingo. After abusing animals and just being neglected on his farm, well, not really neglected, he didn't work that hard, but he just thought that he did, and he wanted the ranch all to himself. He's kind of a jerk. He's like, oh wow, now that Ganondorf's here, I'm going to become his loyal servant. And that's exactly what he did. Over the course of 7 years during Ganon's takeover, he supplied him with all the horses he could ever need. But when you come to the ranch looking for Epona, he challenges you to a race. When he loses, he straight up traps you in the ranch. But of course you escape, and then you come back. Malon says that he was terrified of Ganon, but now he just does this after giving the ranch back to Talon, and if you talk to him, he just says, "Hi there, how are you? I'm Ingo. I feel so honored to be allowed to work here." Definitely a weirdo. Welcome back to Kakariko Village. I guess weird is just a thing around here. Residing in the windmill is definitely a weirdo. His name... See, look, the game doesn't even know what to think about this place. This guy is Guru. I know he looks angry. So apparently, he has the magic Song of Storms that can control the weather, and he stays put in this windmill for 7 years, just playing it on repeat. That's really weird. He also appears upside down in the end credits. Oh no, a storm again. You played the Ocarina, didn't you? See, that's because I played the Ocarina and it got all stormy, and now he's kind of mad. So basically, he's involved in some kind of time paradox where you teach him a song as an adult, that you learn from him, and then you tell him that as a kid, and then you teach him that as an adult. It's a big thing, but I don't know. Considering that this game is full of weird stuff, but also time travel, the fact he's in a time paradox just puts him out as really odd to me. And that's why he's coming in at number 4 on this list. The desolate place known as Hyrule Castle Town. After being overrun with Ganon, this place is only home to him, monsters, and a ton of redeads, which I find terrifying on just a whole nother level. I mean, look at these guys. But there is one person left, and he resides in the place of a former Hyrulean soldier. And as my notes say, after Ganon's takeover, this guy appeared, known as the Poe Collector. He tells you to go catch some Poes, and then he gives you points. He also just tried to hit me with a stick, and that's just kind of mean. There's a lot of theories surrounding this guy, but there's one point I've never seen brought up. I believe he could be one of two Hyrulean soldiers, you know, because of the Triforce on his shirt. One, the one in the alley who's dying when Ganon is first taking over the town. You can only do that side quest once to get a heart piece. But I feel that since Ganon's soldiers killed him, he might be back for revenge, taking down his post soldiers. You know, he's haunting them. You know, he's getting revenge. He's haunting ghosts. That is just weird. Okay. But he also, as most theories state, is the mischievous soldier that stood here long ago and watched you break pots. He was a cool guy. Should be more people like him. I'm kinda evil. Number 2 is another person that I know it's sad, but I do not have any footage for. Oh no. That guy is the guy in the middle of the desert, like the end of the world desert. It's the carpet salesman. Now, I know that name might sound misleading. He doesn't actually sell carpet, but he sells stuff on the carpet, you know? He's like a hippie. He's kind of magic. He's floating on a magic carpet just in the middle of nowhere, like at the end of the desert, which is like the end of the world here, where not even you can see without a guide, so no one asked me how he got there. He's like, hey man, give me 200 rupees, and I'll give you this special item. And you know what that special item is? That costs 200 rupees. You know how much grinding I have to do for 200 rupees? That'll take me like 10 minutes. And you know what you get? Bomb shoes. You get bomb shoes. You don't even get a lot of bomb shoes. You get a singular bomb shoe. What is a bomb shoe, you might be asking? Let's just say it's not worth it. It's really not. You know what? That's it. I'm gonna go show you. This is a bomb shoe. Worth it? I think not. Oh, it's Poe! You can also visit him as many times as you want, but he still says the same thing. Hey, give me 200 rupees for this magical item. That's crap, man. Carpet salesman, you are the second weirdest person I have ever met in the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Only to be beat out by one other person. Can I get a drum roll, please? Yeah, thanks, Smolder. That's totally what I wanted. The weirdest character in The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, is, without a doubt, this guy. Yep, that is right, the bean salesman. I just find so many unanswered questions about this guy. Like, when we first find him, he's in an area that we can't even get to without bombs. So how long has he even been here? Has he just been staying alive solely on beans? While we were on the subject, what kind of bean takes 7 years to grow? Like, really? Without any water, even. And what even is this guy? Like, I know that he appears in the end credits, but where did he go during the next 7 years when we're an adult? There's just so many problems and mysteries surrounding this guy that he just had to be at number 1. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my weirdest characters in Legend of Ocarina of Time. But the toughest character is by far this cucko right here. See, oh, really, the army, calm down, man. Dude, I'm sorry, please have mercy. Oh, this is a lot of chickens. Oh, okay, you know what? Smolder, cut the video. Really, you're getting beat up by chickens. Wimp. Smolder, shut up. What do you mean I have to shut up? I'm not getting beat up by chickens. Yay, fairies! Subscribe! Oh, they're still going.